देखिनी तो किए, but he says that optimum utilization of the resources. Yes, definitely, why not optimum utilization of the resources be got a point about. But fourth one is if the technological enhancement was there. So rapid growth is only possible if you made a good technology, if you implement good technology. Because implementation of good technology can save your time, can save your resources like financial resources, it will save your human capital resources, it will save your time, it will save your consumption prices, it will save your extra expenditures. So सबले मन रखता जैसे आपण नुआ टेक्नोलॉजी यूज करिवे, it will save you or save your money directly or indirectly. Or save your expenditures directly or indirectly. Now, when it will save your expenditure, that means economic growth is certainly happen directly or indirectly through this particular format. Right? Came to the next point. What is economic system? Now, I am in a political environment. Political environment, right? I told you that that political or legal environment is always responsible to create trade-related and commerce-related laws and tariffs. Fine. जितने हमें कहूँ कि बिजनेस एनवायरनमेंट रे पॉलिटिकल एनवायरनमेंट रो काम कोड पॉलिटिकल एनवायरनमेंट कोन करछि फर्स्ट काम करछि क्रिएशन ऑफ द लॉज और रेगुलेशंस fine and why this creation of laws and regulations are there creation of laws trade related regulations it is highly required because while we are talking about a oligopoly market, a perfect monopoly market, you could able to see a very high range of competition over that market. It was not a monopoly. Today's arena was not symbolized with the monopoly market. Ajika date re hame kon monopoly market besi dekhuchu nai. Ame dekhuchu oligopoly market, monopoly market, perfect monopoly market dekhuchu. Where the competition is very high. Now, when competition was very high, I always say that competition makes innovation or drag people to make innovation. But जदि आपण देखु जदि कंपटीशन और इनोवेशन ने आपन को बहुत एक्सपेंडिचर करिया पड़ुची आपन को पैसा बहुत खर्च होची ताले आपण कोन करबे अनएथिकल प्रैक्टिसेस fine to get more revenue with minimum expenditure. Now when you are doing unethical practices you has to be penalized. So a सबको control करिबा it is one of the duty of the economic system. So government implemented certain kinds of acts, rules, regulation to control this particular environment and takame koche economic system. Say economic system re asila kono different policies. So creating policies only to monitor the whole environment should have to run in a very proper way, smooth way, without any unethical practices, without any monopolistic practices. And the last one is economic growth. If all these three factors will came into force in an appropriate way, then economic growth hobare konosi prakara hurdle rahibani. There is no hurdle towards the economic growth. Economic growth certainly happen if all these three factors will work in a proper way. Got it? Buji parle apan mane?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Just a minute. Understood. Okay, so this is what economic environment or micro and macro concept. I'm going to go according to your syllabus. What are the strategies that is being adopted by the business environment to make their business with a smooth or run with a smooth way? Right. According to your syllabus, there are three basic strategies or practices. According to your syllabus, that means what are the, if you see in the, I have shown it in the PPT, strategy implemented for the business environment, or you can say that to run the business environment in a proper way. What strategy I implement kuruchu? There are three strategies according to your syllabus that is being implemented by the business environment for smooth conduct of and to face the different issues and challenges what is being offered by the environment while you are selling your product, while you are having a sustainability or profit earn kariya pai ki apan jo hurdles guda face karuchati, that is what to face that hurdle we have to make certain strategies, fine. If you remember in BPSM also these strategies are being already been covered. So basically briefly upon the strategies guda called. First strategy is called POTUS model. Fine. Second strategy is your SWOT model. SWOT analysis or SWOT model. And third one is called PASTE model or PASTE analysis. Right. Have you remember what is POTUS model? One put pila mane to POTUS model called.
Yes, ma'am. Power of suppliers, power of customers, uh, power of trade.
Very good. How come one put only that's much? Anyone else? Anyone else? No one? It is a BPSM question.
Power of substitution. I think.
Okay, these are the factors. Whatever you say that these are the factors of the POTUS model. But POTUS model कौन थिला? कौन पढ़ी? Okay. SWOT analysis. It is there in your assignment में पढ़थिला, theory exam में भी पढ़थिला SWOT analysis. मन पढ़ चुकिला ना?
Strength, weakness, opportunity.
Opportunity threat.
Okay, it is the analysis of internal and external both environment where someone has to analyze the strength and weaknesses of the farm or business operation and opportunities and threats, whatever is there in the external environment. Making a analysis of both the environment like internal and external through these four factors are called SWOT analysis. Now, out क्या बोलो जी PASTE analysis कौन मन पड़ती है
Political, economical, sociological,
very good. It is
technological.
an external, very good. It is an
External
external
analysis.
environmental analysis where we will certainly focus to the four basic external environmental threats or hurdles, or you can say that opportunities towards your organization and how to deal with. So, it is a PASTE analysis, right? So, while we are talking about these three analysis, POTUS analysis. Now, Michael Porter suggested that while you are entering in a market, right? Upon the market enter karuchanti, along with your product, you have to face 5 different factors who created hurdle for you while you are entering with your product. ଆପଣ ଯେତେବେଳେ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟ ନେଇକି ମାର୍କେଟରେ ଏଣ୍ଟ୍ରି କରୁଛନ୍ତି ସେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ 5 ପ୍ରକାର ଡିଫରେଣ୍ଟ ହର୍ଡଲ୍ସ ଚ୍ୟାଲେଞ୍ଜେସ୍ ଇସ୍ୟୁଜ ଫେସ୍ କରିବାକୁ ପଡିବ and Michael Porter କହୁଛନ୍ତି you have to always be ready for these 5 different challenges what is being offered by the market while you are entering to the market कौन से 5टा challenge से 5टा challenge और first challenge है it is called Michael Porter's 5 force model 5 force model and the model have certain components. Component of first component rivalry. Then the second one is substitutions or substitute products available in the market. Substitute product available in the market. Then we have bargaining power of the buyers. Let me tomorrow pocket ये slide है तो मैं जाने पाऊँगा. Okay. Bargaining power of the buyers. Then same as bargaining power of the sellers. And threats of new entrants. Threats of new entrants. So these all five, points are being there in your PPT. You can see it. So what is that five forces? While you are entering with your product. So product कितने प्रकार केमते enter होची? आम्ही कहूँ while organization is think about the product. Product is of two type. It is might be a type where it will symbolize with the proactive type product, or it will symbolize with the reactive type product. Now, what is the difference between proactive product and reactive product? Proactive product are those kind of product which are completely new to the market. Our agro empty product nathila. First time introduced CG, so this was acclaimed as a product which is completely new to the world, that is called proactive product. Now, what is reactive product? Reactive product are those kind of product which are in a certain time have a market growth, but due to certain factors, the market growth was fall down. And when it is fall down, then you need to put some new innovation to sell it or create the demand of the in the market. So कौन है ना आपन को प्रोडक्ट लाइफ साइकिल मन करची जेतेला आपन को
Yes,
ग्रोथ
ma'am.
क्लाइंट्स
Marketing management.
yes ଯେତେବେଳେ ଆପଣଙ୍କ growth stage ପରେ saturation ହେଲା ପରେ decline stage କୁ ଆସୁଛି. In that decline stage, it is not a loss stage of loss, I always says. It is fall down in profit. When there is a huge fall down in profit ଆପଣଙ୍କର ହଉଛି, ଆପଣ କଣ କରିବେ? ଆପଣ manufacturing stop କରିବେ, product କୁ innovation ସହିତ ଆଉଥରେ ବିକ୍ରି କରିବେ. Fine. So ତାକୁ ଆମେ କହୁଛୁ reactive product. Reaction from the customers, reaction from the market, the product has to be rejuvenate with the innovation. So Michael Porter कहउचंदी either एटा गोटे नुवा प्रोडक्ट हो या तो फिर गोटे रिएक्टिव प्रोडक्ट हो, प्रोएक्टिव प्रोडक्ट हो या तो फिर रिएक्टिव प्रोडक्ट हो. While you are entering to the market, you have to face certain challenges. Now ये जो challenges किए face करि परिबो की करि परिबनी? For an example, nano. Nano was a project from Tata, which is unfortunately not worked as it is expected. So, is the Tata company was closed down? No. Fine. Tamane kono Nano was introduced, but when he was facing the challenges of the market, he was failed. But Tata has a lines of product. That's why this particular loss can be affordable by Tata. So it was not like a kind of a impact was put on the Tata. But say if a company who is a particular new company do not have a huge product line, do not have a huge profit, if he falls or fail with a product, what going to happen? Might be the organization's sustainability is going to be face a question mark. Fine, because he cannot afford that loss. So, always remember while you are entering with a new product or a proactive product, a new reactive product, you have to face your rivalry who are well prepared to face you. You have to face threats of new products or new entrants. तामाने मु जो प्रोडक्ट नहीं कि असली मार्केट को मो भलिया सिमिलर टाइप ऑफ प्रोडक्ट्स मे बी आसी पारे, so I'll have to be prepared for that. I have to prepare for the substitute products already available in the market. Market में जो substitute product है, I'll have to prepare for that कि already मो भलिया product अच्छी. Third one, it is bargaining power of the buyers. So buyers सबबड़े चाहे कौन allowances, off, discount and all that ना गोटे buyer रा bargaining power से bargain करिबो. So you have to, when you are going to give all this facility, you have to compromise with your profit. So अपन केते compromise कर परबे एटा गोटे question mark. Then came to the bargaining power of the seller. Now आपण as a seller केते निजरो profit से compromise करके offers दे परबे, it is a challenge for you. Got it? So remember, while you are entering to the market, आपण कौन फेस करछली, आपण rival, sorry, 5 force model को फेस करछली. but SWOT analysis आपण केते बेले करिवे जते बेले आपनकर कंपनी इज अ सस्टेनेबल कंपनी तामने in a commercial and trade market your product was sold very well गोटे कमर्शियल आ ट्रेड मार्केट रे आपन को प्रोडक्ट बिक्री हो जाय कोनोसी डाउट नै कोनोसी क्वेश्चंस नै बट जब बिक्री होची गोटे सर्टेन पॉइंट रे आसी कि आउ ना प्रॉफिट होची ना अपन को ग्रोथ होची सेतले अपन कोन करबे अपन स्वट एनालिसिस करबे स्वट एनालिसिस इज द एनालिसिस ऑफ इंटरनल एंड एक्सटर्नल एनवायरनमेंट बोथ SWOT SWOT stands for strength, weaknesses, opportunities and threats. And you have to make a combination of these four elements and try to understood कि अपन कौन कले अपन ई particular threat रू बंची परिबे fine. So जेमति कि हमें कुछ opportunities and threats, these are external in nature. Strength and weaknesses is are internal in nature, and make a combination of these four. Now SO, the combination of strength and opportunity, combination of strength and threats. Now combination of weaknesses and opportunities, and the combination of weaknesses and threats. Right? जितने बड़े अपने analysis कितने बड़े करेंगे when this analysis is really required for you. The time when you think about I do have a sustainability, अपने entry करेंगे entry barrier को face करके the challenges, the issues which are there in the entry barrier, as what the Michael quote is entry barriers. You face the entry barriers and you cross it. But once you cross it, तापर कोन होची ना आपण को गोटे सस्टेनेबिलिटी ऊपर क्वेश्चन आसी जाउची आ प्रॉफिट होनी गोटे जगह को जेकी आपण को प्रॉफिट स्टॉक आउट हो जाई स्टॉक डाउन हो जाई एटी आपण कोन करियो you have to find out first there is a lacuna in my internal environment or a lacuna in the external environment more lacuna कोठी रहउची does my employees do not have skill does my employee have large number of weaknesses or my employees are very skilled people or there is no opportunity in the market or there is a large threat in the market that you have to analyze through the SWOT analysis. Got it? तापर असला कोन when you have a large sustainability and you want to make your company globalized, you want to sell your product in the global market. Now when you want to sell your product in the global market, or might be after understanding that I do have a strength, as the employer I understood my employees are qualitative employees तामने कोन external environment issues अछि challenges अछि. Now how to face that external environment? For that you have to face four different components of the external environment. कौन components रहेला? P stands for political environment, E stands for economical, S stands for socio-cultural, and T stands for technological. That means what? While you understood that there is no lacuna in my internal environment, there is no lacuna. My employees are skilled. I do have a good equipments, very friendly atmosphere, environment. So that means what? I do have a all positive sign in my internal environment. Then where is the lacuna? Lacuna may be in external environment which is highly uncontrollable. तो आपण जदि lacuna देखछन external environment रे अछि सबड मन रखन these are highly uncontrollable. Now when it is highly uncontrollable you cannot change it. आपण को चेंज कर परिबे करिवे कोन you have to compromise with. So lacuna आपण कोडी देखिबे you have to either see the political environment जदि political environment रे किछि rule regulations रे change हेछि or in economic environment or socio-cultural issues जदि अछि is there any issue which is related to socio-cultural or technological dynamism तामने बहुत rapid way रे technology जदि change होछि ताले भी we say that the opportunities are came along with a very distance. बुझिएगा? So ये जो हमें strategies पढ़ुचु तो गोटे particular business organization रो को part रे strategy टा implement होउछु. First strategy, why do you enter to the market? Second strategy, when you have a sustainability but you don't have a profit. ଆପଣଙ୍କର ସଷ୍ଟେନେबिଲିଟି ଅଛି ଆପଣଙ୍କର ପ୍ରଫିଟ୍ ନାହିଁ ତ ଆପଣ କେମିତି ରନ୍ କରିବେ ବିଜନେସ୍ କ'ଣ ଆପଣ ସାଲାରୀ କଟ୍ ଡାଉନ୍ କରିବେ ଏମ୍ପ୍ଲୟିଜ୍ ମାନଙ୍କର କ'ଣ ଆପଣ କଷ୍ଟରେ କମ୍ପ୍ରମାଇଜ୍ କରିବେ କ'ଣ ଆପଣ ପ୍ରଡକ୍ଟର ପ୍ରାଇସ୍ ବଢ଼େଇବେ ତ ଆପଣଙ୍କୁ ବହୁତ ଗୁଡ଼ିଏ ଅପସନ୍ସ ଅଛି ବଟ୍ ଫର୍ ଦ୍ୟାଟ୍ ୟୁ ହାଭ୍ ଟୁ ଆନାଲାଇଜ୍ ୟର୍ ଇଣ୍ଟରନାଲ୍ ଆଣ୍ଡ ଏକ୍ସଟର୍ନାଲ୍ ଏନଭାୟରନମେଣ୍ଟ ବୋଥ୍ बट जितना भी पेस्ट एनालिसिस को था बुझू तार दीटा सिचुएशन में अपन पेस्ट एनालिसिस करछन तने अपन ग्लोबल मार्केट रे प्रोडक्ट भी केउ जाउछंती or else you understood after the analysis of SWOT that I do have a skilly employees that means skill strength of my own environment was sufficient more environment more a business farm with so much strength or सब जगह strength was along with me but still I am not able to grab the profit କାଇଁ ମୁଁ opportunity ଟା ଟର୍ନ କରି ପାରୁନି ପ୍ରଫିଟ ରେ ତାହଲେ ଏକ୍ସଟର୍ନାଲ ଏନवायरमेंट को आपण जिबे आनी हबे एनालाइज दैट अंडरस्टूड पिलाने बुझि पारलो
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
ओके थैंक यू तापर सो व्हाट इज सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी ऑफ बिजनेस नाउ व्हाट यू अंडरस्टूड बाय सोशल रिस्पांसिबिलिटी ऑफ बिजनेस नाउ so why we are talking about social responsibility सबले मन रखथन social responsibility is one particular one particular concept which should be done through the obligation, social
Ma'am,
obligation.
CSR project.
Sorry,
CSR project.
CSR.
CSR project are called social responsibility.
CSR is corporate social responsibility. आमे पढुछु social responsibility of business. So सेटिला खाली गोटे difference these are all similar. Corporate social responsibilities रे केवल आमे corporate social responsibility विषय पढिया but आमे when we are talking about social responsibility business सब business houses रो social responsibility विषय पढिया. According to your syllabus, it is social responsibility of business. So, if you see at your in your PPT, it was written that social responsibility of business refers to what business does over and above the statutory requirements for the benefit of the society. The word social responsibility always devoted to the moral obligation towards the society. तामाने कौन बुझछन्ती आपण if you have a business organization तो आपनकर जो statutory requirements अछि आपण when you go above to that and want to do something as a philanthropic attitude for the society it was called as social responsibility got it so आपण social responsibility जोटा करूछन्ती it is on a philanthropic attitude through रे करिवे or you feel obligated toward the society it is resemblance it is showing your obligation towards the society then you will do the social responsibility remember in India those who made maximum social responsibility the organizations who made maximum social responsibility they always benefited right now came to these are the 7 different identified corporate activities which can enhance this because of the social responsibility. Now, if a company make the social responsibility, then that will create you as a leader. You will create your vision and value system. Then the corporate social responsibility of business is the activity of marketplace also, how I will tell you. It will work in a workplace activity, it will help in supply chain activity, it will create your stakeholders, it will make community activity and environmental activity all. First one, when you did the maximum CSR, that means what? It will show your leadership quality, your visionary activity. आप एक example देखो. आज का date रे when we see the greatest businessman of India. Who is the greatest businessman today's arena? आज का date रे greatest businessman के?
Ambani.
Ambani.
Okay, anyone else? All are agreed to Mukesh Ambani only?
Yes.
Adani.
Tata.
Adani. Okay.
Ma'am,
Tata
Birla.
also.
Tata.
Sorry, Ratan Tata, very good. Okay. Now,
Infosys.
Infosys is the organization, Narayan Murthy is the founder. So you can say the Narayan Murthy, if I say that is leadership quality.
If you
If you judge all these people, they have their maximum CSR activity. They made their maximum CSR activity, and through that they could earn this respect, that this leadership quality for all of us. Put a simple example, nature Tata company. Tata always situated his company very rural areas, or find out the places in rural areas and try to implement their company in the rural area. Right? से जो रूरल एरिया रे से ता कंपनी इंप्लीमेंट करे तापरे देखिबे से एरिया को डेवलप कराए बाय क्रिएटिंग फैसिलिटीज फॉर हिज एम्प्लॉइज. Facilities like school, colleges, hospital, activity center, fine, staying places, cleanliness of the environment. ये सब करके से जो एरिया टा जोटा कि बहुत रूरल एरिया थिला ताको धीरे धीरे सेमी urban कराई कौन पाई ना facility work with comfortness. So this is a CSR activity. Got it? This is a CSR activity. So you can see there are large number of examples where Tata company create these facilities. आज जो मैंने रोहित चावलन तंग pick and drop facility with a very high class buses and all. So Tata company always try to make CSR activity and which create the leadership quality, which enhances the leadership quality of people. Marketplace activity. If there is a marketplace, so in that marketplace also one organization can make CSR activity. केमती करिबो cleanliness, plantation, creating awareness about the greenery, creating awareness about the wastage of cleanliness of the environment, or else use of the product or the bags which are organic in nature. So ये सबुरा आपण publicity करके और advertisement करके ना भी CSR activities करी परबे. Workplace activity रे giving maximum benefit to the or facilities to the employees. आपण employees को maximum facilities यदि provide करूछन go to workplace रे, they feel delighted to work under a certain organization who try to take care of his all issues or challenges. ଯେମିତି କି ନେଇ ଯାଆନ୍ତୁ ଗୋଟେ lady who work for a company and she is having a small child. So company creating crèche, and in that crèche the fellow persons small baby can be treated very fairly, and the mother will work or the father will work absolutely with mental pressure free. Got it. So that was called workplace activity. Supply chain activity also part of that. Supply chain activity, if you make facilities to the warehousing or transportation, that is also called supply chain activity. Then stakeholders engagement. कितने बड़े पढ़िबो जेतले आपण CSR activity करूछंती, and while there is a stakeholder, there is an investor, while he is investing his money, he will take care of everything. So सबको देखिबो fine, and जदि आपण गोटे भलो CSR activity करथुबे, that will take you help you to create stakeholders. Then community activities, जेमति मु कहली कि पार्क क्रिएट करिबा, स्कूल क्रिएट करिबा, हॉस्पिटल्स क्रिएट करिबा, कॉलेजेस क्रिएट करिबा. So that was called your community activity. And your environmental activity. Environmental activity is your cleanliness. Environmental activities is your plantation. Environmental activities is your, if the organization was liberated some poisonous gas, it has to be recycled. Fine. It should not be added to the normal air so that it will create poison. So it would also environmental activities. Now there are certain arguments which show towards the argument towards the social responsibility. ଯେମିତି କି first argument says that social responsibility must be a philanthropic activity. Philanthropic କହିଲେ ମାନେ what is philanthropic activity पिलाने? Yes.
Motivation.
Motivation. Anyone else? Philanthropy कहले while you feel love for that particular society environment आपण जहाँ पे करूँचंती where you feel obligated or love. So it has to be a philanthropic activity. While you make CSR activity, see to your slide. While you are doing CSR activity, it will create a change in public expectations from you. Better relationship is being established by you by providing facilities to the employees through the CSR program. You have to handle the vigilant customers through the CSR program. Vigilant customer came. There will be social issues with us. The customer who is came along with the social issues, social challenge. Then it was the shareholder concern that whether the company is making CSR or not. If not, then I should not make investment. In CSR activity, you could able to have a benefit of 2% of tax, and it will definitely make you a corporate brand. Then there are certain arguments against the CSR activity, that is CSR activity is quite very expensive in nature. So that is the first argument against the CSR activity. Second argument, it is the government responsibility. Why should we do? Right? It is the government responsibility to make plant, to make schools, to make free education, to make free hospitals. Why should we do? And the third point is there any parameter to measure? If I made 30% CSR, I got 5%, corporate performance, or 5% stakeholders will increase. This particular, parameter cannot be measured by any way. So these are the three arguments towards the, against the CSR activity. Bujela Pilamani?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Else you want to ask?
Yes, ma'am.
Please ask.
Ma'am, CSR activity and HR activity are same, ma'am, or different, ma'am?
CSR and corporate social responsibility. Corporate
No, ma'am.
activity.
No, ma'am. Corporate social responsibility and social responsibility are same or different, ma'am?
Same. It was same. But according to your syllabus, I told you according to your syllabus, it is CSR activity, sorry, corporate social responsibility of business. बहुत जगह है corporate social responsibility भी हमें बोलते हैं.
Okay. Thank you, ma'am.
Okay. One portion that you will be studying, that is called consumerization. Now, what is consumerization? Consumerization का लिए बहुत simple word है, but बहुत popular phrase हमें use करो, that was called consumer is king. Now, why we say that consumer is king? Anyone? Why we say that consumer is king?
Because without consumer, any business cannot stand.
Very good. Because without consumers, the business cannot be stand. Anything else? Outbound going? When we're talking about consumer is king, that means what? You have to take care what consumer really looking for. Right? If the consumer is highly satisfied, it will spread like a in an acceleration way that your product is absolutely a good product. If the consumer is dissatisfied, also it will spread in a twice accelerated rate that your product is an absolutely bakwas product. Got it? That's why respect the consumer, respect the product which are being prepared for the customers or consumers. Give the appropriate ingredients what is being written over the leaf of the product. You have to maintain that. You have to maintain the services so that the satisfaction level increases. These are all included in this particular term that is called consumer is king. If consumer is satisfied, then he will spread a good vibes for your product, for your company. If the consumer was dissatisfied, then same way he was spreading a very bad vibes for your product. ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ ବହୁତ ଟାଇମରେ କହୁ consumer is king and try to look after to the expectation of the consumers so that the consumer will feel satisfied. So
Mainly
according
consumer,
sorry,
ma'am, mainly consumer drive the market.
consumer
Drive the market.
Definitely. So while we're talking about Philip Kotler defines this consumerization as a term, a social movement seeking to augment the right and power of the buyers in relation to the seller. Right? So to facilitate the consumer, there are certain kind of rules regulation which is being created by the market so that the consumer feels safe while he was purchasing the product in relation to the seller. So ସେଥିପାଇଁ ଆମେ Consumer Protection Act ତା ଦେହରେ ଯାଉଛି ମୁଁ ତମକୁ notes ରେ ଦେଇଛି only you go through that. If you have any doubt we will make a discussion on the next class. Right? କାଲି ତମର Sunday class ଟା ସକାଳ 7ଟାରୁ ହବ. You will be go to the class from 7 to 8 and 8 to 9 in the morning session, and in afternoon we have 6 to 7, 7 to 8 and 8 to 9. Right? Anything you want to ask, please ask. Then we
Ma'am,
can start.
not 8 to 9, there is no class.
Sunday mo dekhini, but Sunday 8 to 9 achi ki nahi. Let me put a minute.
ଅଛି ମ୍ୟାମ୍ ଅଛି
Achi. Actually ସକାଳ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଟା ତମର ଟିକେ schedule ଟା change ହେଇଛି. ସକାଳ କ୍ଲାସ୍ ଟା ଆପଣଙ୍କର ଯୋଉଟା ଥିଲା
ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ରେ 3ଟା ଥିଲା
ମର୍ଣ୍ଣିଂ ରେ 3ଟା ଥିଲା. That actually tomorrow which is 7 to 8 RM is going to start from tomorrow. Research methodology class that was being conducted from 7 to 8, and MIS is from 8 to 9. And rest classes from 6 to 7 BE, 7 to 8 POM, and 8 to 9 IPF. Right?
that means in morning only two classes only, correct?
That means in morning there are only 2 classes.
Okay, ma'am. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.